Flash! Boom! You are standing in the middle of a storm where the sky is tearing apart with purple light and ground-shaking noise. Behind the rain and wind, a super hot secret chain reaction is happening inside those dark clouds. Forget the old story about clouds crashing into each other. The actual power source is far smaller and much colder. To see it, we have to shrink our ship down to the size of a snowflake and fly directly into the center of the storm. Getting microscopic is the only way to witness how a fluffy cloud turns into a violent sky explosion. Up here, miles above the ground, it is freezing. Millions of tiny ice crystals are flying all around our ship. Extreme winds rip through the cloud, tossing these crystals in every direction so they constantly crash and scrape against one another. Every time they scrape, that physical friction leaves behind a tiny bit of energy called an electric charge. On the left of the screen, you see the ice crystals bumping to make a spark. It is the same static friction you create when you rub a balloon on your hair, shown on the right. By the time trillions of these crystals have collided, the cloud is effectively a high-voltage power plant floating in the wind. All that electric charge begins to separate. The positive charge floats to the top of the cloud, while the negative charge sinks to the bottom. This layout means the sky has built a gigantic hovering battery right over your head. The negative charge at the bottom and the positive ground pull at each other like giant magnets. When that tension becomes too strong for the air to hold back, the energy bridges the gap in a violent spark called lightning. As the chart shows, this spark is incredibly hot. While the sun's surface is 10,000 degrees, a lightning bolt hits 50,000 degrees, 5 times hotter than the sun. A lightning strike is how the atmosphere releases an uncontainable buildup of electrical energy in one sudden blast of heat. Electricity and heat are silent, so we have to look at how that 50,000-degree flash affects the air molecules to find the source of the noise. When the lightning bolt flashes, it instantly superheats the freezing cold air immediately surrounding it. That air has no time to move out of the way slowly. Instead, it expands outward so fast that it creates a shockwave. That exploding shockwave of air is the sound you hear as thunder. You can never have thunder without lightning, because the boom is the physical sound of the air exploding from the lightning's heat. Let's see if you've mastered the physics of the storm with a quick Junior Explorer challenge. Question 1. What tiny objects bump together inside the cloud to build up electric charge? Ice crystals. Question 2. Which is hotter, the surface of the sun or a lightning bolt? Lightning is 5 times hotter. Question 3. Does thunder come from clouds crashing or from lightning exploding the air? You just joined an elite science crew. Hit subscribe to stay on board for our next mission. Here is the chain reaction one more time. First, ice crystals crash together in the freezing wind to build up static charge. Second, the cloud acts like a battery until it overflows into a super hot spark of lightning. Third, that intense heat forces the air to expand into the explosive shockwave of thunder. Because light travels much faster than sound,